Okay, while we do Evos, on a rush game, and I thought I'd answer a question is, and actually very interesting question. What is the biggest difference between a rank 3 player and a rank 1 player? And generally speaking, it's how badly you want it. Mentality. I've coached people, for example, who are probably like 11 wins and I've 13 wins, and sometimes even 14 wins. But it depends on how badly you want it. It's people don't understand. Some people want to play this game for fun. Like, when I play this game, I honestly want to play for fun. I generally couldn't care less. Okay, maybe back in the day when I really had to just play this through. Let me get ready for. Oh, he's a silver player. He's not gonna score. I'm pressing down on D-pad. Always say sorry. Always say sorry. That was terrible. Anyway, like I was saying, it depends on how badly you want it. Now, me personally, I want to play the way that I want to play. Like, let's be realistic. You probably seen me for many, many years. If I was that desperate to get the win, do you not just think I'll abuse mechanics? Do you not think I'll use precision lob pass every second, L1 triangles? Do you not think I'll do first time lob passes, travellas, and score outside the box? I don't score outside the box. I don't score headers. I don't like doing that. I only do so when I need to show something. But it's how badly do I want it. So when I play that way and I play weekend league, I'll be honest, I'm expecting to get 13 wins. It's fine because I know there's going to be someone out there that's going to be doing speed boost, step over, all that stuff that I don't do. And to get the rank that I get with just playing basic mechanics, as difficult as it is, can you imagine playing against someone who's mechanic abusing everything in the power? You're just not going to win against them. And equally, there's even top tier pro players that don't get rank one every single week. You might see them on stream and they don't get it every single week. But does that mean they can't? Of course they can. They're streaming. When someone is streaming, they're not actually playing the game. They're talking or they're reading the chat. They're not playing at perfect performance. They're not doing OTT. And especially if you're a pro player, you don't want to be shown exactly what you're doing. That's what competitors could be looking at. So you're going to be playing very casually. As people say, oh, pros don't get 15. Yes, if they actually super tried hard and played like there was no tomorrow, I can't believe he missed. He saved it rather. Um, yes, of course, they can most definitely get the wins. Cover this. Just pass there instead of scoring. But yeah, they can get it. Now, there's ways you can actually get 15 without actually not being a good player. Um, it's possible. I know it's possible. If you literally, I said you want it bad enough, you can literally stand there the entire, actually, do something in defending because they're probably going to lose at this rate. What a play from Haaland. He's not going to pass the ball, is he? Yep. Um, what you could actually do is you can just pass the ball around, pace so slow, really frustrate your opponent. And I'm pretty sure you don't even have to be a rank 1 player, but you could get rank 1 like that. Now, of course, you have to be completely out of your mind to play that way. And I would say this mostly is resembled not by my audience. It's mostly done by younger audience. I would say kids that are like maybe 15, 16 who are desperately, when they want to win the game or they want to become a pro player or whatever. Let me just recover this mistake here that I made. Trying to make that pass. This guy is a silver player, by the way. So he's actually terrible. Anyway, but like I was saying, it just depends how badly one wants it. That's the thing. It's just how badly do you want it? And that's the thing. Like, you could literally go into a game and you can even filter who you play against. If you're on some regions like LATAM, for example, or let's say you're in the US, there's only a certain amount of high-end players and people that play the game. So a lot of the time around similar times, you could end up playing the same person twice. Unlike EU, where there's a pool is massive, but there's a high chance you can play the same people twice and so on. So you could actually see who you're matching up against by pressing this button here and then using the game, viewing the game group, and you can see who you actually matched up against. I need to actually get a goal here myself. So let me try my best. That's too wide. I don't know what I was thinking. I can't even do it in regular player, let alone a silver player. Not even paying attention, as you can see. But yeah, look, it depends how badly you want it. A lot of people, they kind of like match fix. They choose who they're playing against. If you know a pro's online ID, or someone who's good, or what a lot of people do. I'm gonna tell you, this is actually a natural fact. I can't tell you who does this, but I know a lot of people, and they've told me this personally. You know what they do just to get the best rewards? I need to score this. Oh, he's so slow, this guy. Um, Yeah, they just match fix. What this person individual does is they literally go on Google and they literally type the person's name they're playing against, seeing who they're matching up against, and generally speaking, if it's a player that's good, they leave the game to see if they're ranked. Nowadays, pros nowadays have different IDs, but this guy has actually a list of all the people's names. He searches it through a database just because he just wants to get the best rewards, effectively match fixing. But this is the extent that people need to go towards. So a lot of the time people say, what's the difference? Is how badly do you want it? Let's assume your level is good. Let's say you're actually a rank 1 player. And let's say, for example, you are a rank 1 player at a normal standard and you play at normal level. You can go anywhere from, realistically, the lowest you'll ever go is 10 wins. Let's say, I don't know, you had the worst weekend league you've ever had. You've lost your head, but I'm just saying here, generally a normal player with that level won't really lose their head. But let's say you had that level, and let's say you've lost your head. The worst you'll go is 10, probably ideally 11 wins. It's probably the absolute lowest you'll ever go in your lifetime. But it is possible, of course, if you lose your head or whatever. But if you're sweating and you're try-harding, realistically speaking, you shouldn't. Oh my God, we've actually messed this up. No one is defending. Should have defended that better. That was my fault, I should. Now I have to play extra bloody time. I don't even have enough conversation at that point to talk for that long. Finish it. Oh. Anyway, but like I was saying, a lot of it is just, honestly, it just truly depends on, how determined are you. But if you're a proper, oh my God, we actually lost this game. Goalkeeper, pass the ball. Pass the ball. Hurry up. Get up, man. Flipping out. That's it. 10 seconds to go. That's it. But yeah, a lot of it, you'll be genuinely surprised. It's just genuinely sometimes. Make sure I don't play on one side. It's genuinely how badly you want it. And I think that's the most important thing. How badly do you want it? And if you're a top tier rank 1 player and you're mechanic abusing, you should not be falling below 12 wins. Let's be realistic. The only few wins that you may lose is maybe, for example, against a player that's at a fellow level. But the average player in the weekend league is a much lower player. So technically, if you're smart in who you dodge and who you avoid, you could get rank 1 very, very easily. And I know there's also people, so we also need to play a game. I know there's people also that they don't really care. They really just don't care about the rank. So anyway, the point I'm trying to say is, look, how hard is it? It just depends on how badly you want it. That's the most important thing. If you're willing to go and look at your gameplay back, see the mistakes you're making, see the problems, and you're willing to improve, then you can go as far as you want. But a lot of it is to do with the mental side. That is why you get people that are in the elite division in for example rivals, they only get like 10, 11 wins max. They can't go beyond that. It's because it kind of is kind of a bit of level, but sometimes a lot of those players just haven't got the ability. Those games where it's tight when you're versing a fellow opponent, those are the real big differences, I would say, that make a big difference ultimately to the scoreline. But anyway, let's end this topic. Thanks for watching, and of course I'll catch you next time, which we'll call one after this. Peace.